Hello to anybody and everybody who is clicking on this message. This is going to be a very beautiful and a powerful reading for anybody who's clicking on this message. We are going into a year of 2026, and I'm called to leave this message because I feel whoever's clicking on this message, including myself, we are moving through very powerful shifts in our lives, very powerful initiations, very powerful remembrances, and very powerful realizations to what it is that we are creating, but also what we have been releasing out of our lives as well. This year of the snake has been one of the most intense for many of us because we have been shifting and realizing and healing and releasing so many things that now going into 2026, we're going into the year of the fire horse. The fire horse is quick, right? Taking action, but also the energy of adaptive, I can't use that word clearly. Resilience, I'm gonna use that word. They are able to adapt to their environment. They are able to move quickly and take action to what it is they are striving towards. But the energy of the horse is also the energy of that freedom. Freedom to access the parts of us that we have been realizing is coming through, but this year of the snake has allowed us to shed and move and shift through the things that we needed to in order for us to tap and connect in with our true, authentic embodiment of our multidimensional self. This has taken lifetimes for many of us, and it's been, for some, feeling like you've been living multiple lifetimes just in this lifetime here on earth. And so the messages that are coming through, I'm going to be calling in the gods and goddesses and deities and archangels and angels that I connect with, because I know in my heart that you clicking on this message are also connecting to the same gods and goddesses and deities and archangels as well. And I am going to be moving through and shifting through the different messages that they want to leave, starting with Isis first. Aset, Isis, right? The woman of 100,000 names, who has been known by many names in many cultures. But I'm going to utilize the name Isis because it is the name that most people are familiar with when connecting with the Egyptian pantheon. And so we're going to be using her deck first. She wanted me to utilize one of her cards to kind of open the energy, open this space, and open to the very first message that wants to come through. And so we're going to do that. That was a horrible shuffle. Let me do this again. Isis, Aset. What is the very first message for the collective that wants to come through as we are shifting through these old versions of self and now connecting with the new and true multidimensional, authentic version of self? She's wanting me to uncover my... Okay. We're going to be doing some scrying while we talk with Aset. Let's see. I'm already seeing the fire horse moving with agility, quick, swift. Card up. So the energy of the horse is quick. And so we're being called to jump on this horse, ride this horse with this new energy of 2026. if we are not clear where we are going, it is possible for us to get trampled by this horse due to indecision or confusion, or if you have walked on a path that is not aligned with you anymore. So this horse is asking you to hop on the horse and go for a ride. This is the energy of surrender. This is the energy of being open to receive, and the energy of the unknown, not knowing where you're going, but having faith and trust that where you're going is part of the journey. Key of life. Yes. Spinning the Ankh, the key of life, is the first card to come out. I love this because the key of life, this is all about that life, death, rebirth, the divine masculine, feminine, and the inner child. And so this is literally, she's letting us know that we have collected our own key of life and we are ready for this journey. We've been ready. We've been doing this for lifetimes, guys. If you're clicking on this video, you've been doing this for lifetimes. And this life here on earth, you have been learning a lot of things through your ascension and spiritual awakening journey, but they've been remembrances for you. They haven't been new information. Learning about star seeds, learning about archangels and deities and gods and goddesses and different pantheons. This is not new news to you. This is anchoring in your remembrance of that you have already been connecting with these energies for lifetimes. For lifetimes. Which is why now you're ready for this. You're ready for this. You've earned your key of life. You've earned your wisdom. All the things that you're wanting to bring into this world. Initiation at the bottom of the deck. Exactly the masculine and the feminine. We've been moving through this initiation. Spiral testing of Ra and the Lady Isis. Working with the sun energy, working with Ra, working with the sun energy. The sun is initiating us as well. Ra is initiating us through the solar rays of the sun. High Priestess underneath that, connecting with your High Priestess gifts. Set Isis, she's just like boom, 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 like let them know all of it right now. You've been initiated into your High Priestess. You've been initiated into your High Priestess remembrance that you have been this High Priestess for lifetimes. Your higher self is showing you that you have been this High Priestess for lifetimes. Mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. Exactly. She's been working with us. She's been working with us heavily with these transformations. Heavily, heavily, heavily. And I love Set so much. I love Isis. She was one of the first goddesses that approached me on my journey when it came to the Egyptian pantheon, aside from Heru, Hathor, and of course Sekhmet. Those were the first goddesses from the Egyptian pantheon who first reached out to me on my journey. And so I trust that these messages will find those who are meant to receive it right now. You have been going through initiation after initiation this entire life, which is why you probably feel like you've lived multiple lifetimes in one lifetime. Because you've been working with these very, very powerful deities and gods and goddesses for lifetimes. An old soul. You may refer to yourself as an old soul, and if you don't, others around you have mentioned that you are an old soul. That's beautiful. All right, what other deck do we want next? I have quite a few decks here, guys. I was kind of not too sure. Okay. We're going to pull through some light beings that are working with us. And the reason why is because I know that other ascended masters are connecting with us right now, especially with this new year. We have the 111 portal tomorrow. 111 is all about that new beginnings, new journeys, new creations, right? We're ending the 9-year cycle. So when we look at numerology, after 9 goes into 10, which is again a 1. So we're going into a new 9-year cycle. At the very beginning of this 9-year cycle, we're going into the wolf full moon on the 3rd, which this energy is going to be very potent the first few days prior and after, because this is the first full moon of 2026. This is where a lot of things will be revealed in the mysteries of Isis. This full moon will be where a lot of things may be revealed to you and where you are doing your final release so that you can expand. That's why I have my wolf spirit 7 chakra spray that I purchased, and it smells so divine. I'm actually going to spray some right now before I pull these next cards. You may feel this energy of the wolf spirit clearing your 7 chakras. It smells so good. I bought it from a native trading post here local to me. I love it. I love it. I also want to thank, before I pull next cards, I want to thank everybody who listens to my videos, everybody who likes my videos, everybody who comments on them, and anybody who is subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really want to thank each and every one of you for doing that. Starting my channel was one of my biggest initiations because I was fearful of sharing my wisdom and my gifts with the world and what I've been learning. And so honestly, me starting my YouTube channel was a way for me to connect with my spiritual gifts, but also for me to utilize the cards for confirmation is one of the most powerful ways I have used divination. One of the most powerful ways I've used divination. And I love the cards because the cards provide confirmation. They pull through the messages from spirit that's already being said and felt. And so when the card comes out, it's like, oh, yes, that's what it is. And so I love doing the cards and speaking face to face. I'm going to be doing a lot of different things on my channel because I don't want to keep myself locked in and boxed into only one aspect of my spiritual gifts. 1303 on my timer. Some of you may resonate with that. You're connecting with different gifts from different lifetimes. And 1313 on my timer. You've been connecting with many gifts from different lifetimes, and so you're here to dive into all of them, not just one. That would be not accessing and allowing your multidimensional self to be free, right? So you're meant to access all of your gifts and utilize them in a way that feels authentic to you. The wolf is all about authenticity, protection, wisdom, right? So like I said, next full moon, this full moon on the 3rd is going to be a very powerful one for many. What other guides to work with the collective for this beautiful new initiation and energy that we're moving through and diving into? Card of Golden Ray. I love that. So we have the Golden Ray, love and laughter, receiving and giving gifts, and passionate projects. Exactly. Diving back into your passionate projects. And you probably realize that you now have new passionate projects that you have access to, that you were running away from. And now your soul's ready to share this. This is the golden light ray. So the golden ray frequency, that's the Christ consciousness frequency, which we all felt this year on Christmas. I don't know if you all felt that shift for the Christ frequency, but I sure felt it when I was in the sun on Christmas, outside in the sun. I felt the shift. I felt the movement in the earth plane, connecting with the Christ consciousness frequency. And I love that this card came out with giving and receiving gifts. Yes, gifts coming in from the universe, but also connecting with passionate projects. And it says projects with an S, guys, not project with a T, where we're only working on one thing, right? Projects, multiple things, diving into multiple aspects of your soul to create. That is connecting with your multidimensional self, utilizing all of your gifts. Celestial channel, yes. Hidden beauty, remaining optimistic and staying neutral. Celestial channel, you could be tapping into realizing that you are a channeler, or you could be connecting with this within self. And I love this because this is Seta. This is literally the daughter of Christ and Mary Magdalene, and she is the holder of many keys and wisdom that is held in the Akashic records. So you could be called to connect with your Akashic records this year to see what it is that you are connecting with, or connecting to your divine self and accessing how you can channel higher dimensional frequency energies into the world, whether that's through your art, through your words, through your day-to-day life, through your own healing journey, whatever the case may be. But this is really calling us to the Akashic records. The Akashic records. Seta, the daughter of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. I just dropped my cards, friends. But on the bottom of all that was light body. Light body. Connecting with your light body. We are connecting with our light body. We've earned our crown. I love that she's wearing a crown because many of us have earned our crown. Crown chakra upgrades. This says independence brings comfort, past restrictions, and ancestral healing. Yes, we've healed the restrictions and the ancestral, right? But the ancestral healing, we've moved through and understood the traumas that they've faced, and we've healed those. And now the new way of healing our ancestral line is tapping into our independence, tapping into our creativity, tapping into our channeling gifts. Healing our ancestors is also honoring the gifts they have given us. Honoring the gifts they have given us. 1818 on my timer. Healing your bloodline and healing the ancestral line is also connecting with the gifts that have been passed down from generation to generation, that some of our ancestors were either afraid to use, or they were either murdered, or whatever the case may be, because they were using them, right? But now we are going into a new frequency in the world that a lot of us who have been connecting with our ancestral wisdom and spiritual gifts and soul gifts is feeling more free to share them without fear. This is how we know that we have been breaking the chain. Many of us have been breaking the chain because so many of us now are connecting with spirit and connecting back to self in a deeper way so that we can share the wisdom we have gained to assist others on their journey. We are all teachers in our own right, just like we're students. I love that. So we have the light body with independence. We have the golden light ray, which is bringing love and laughter, more play, right? That's all about that horse, that childlike energy, more play, more freedom, more passion, more tapping into our creations and running with it. Connecting with our Akashic records. to see if there's any other gifts that want to come online, especially for this full moon on the 3rd. Connecting with our light body, treating our light body with more respect. At the bottom of the deck, we have well-being with Mother Mary. Self-preservation, service to spirit, youthful experience. With number 36, 3 plus 6 turns into a 9. I absolutely love that. Mary Magdalene. I love that we're getting like all these energies of the Christ frequency right here. We have Mother Mary. This could also look like Mary Magdalene to many, right? Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary. That high priestess energy. That Magdalene codes, those rose codes, those Christ consciousness frequencies. The Akashic record channel. You could probably be a healer to bring your clients into the Akashic records to tap deeper with this self, so that you can help clients move through their own spiritual awakening journey. But Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, let me get closer. And then we got a dove down here. Doves are all about that prosperity. Oh, those are swans. And there's 2 of them. Divine union. Divine union. Divine union within self. Or if you're looking for an external partner, that could be coming in for you as well. But we have the Christ frequency so heavily right here. The high priestess energy so heavily right here. I absolutely love all of that. Okay, now we're going to pull from the Archangels. And so I'm going to do Angels of Atlantis. And I love this card because many of us have been connecting back to Atlantis. Many of us who work with Isis, who work with these starseed and especially Christ frequency energies, we are remembering our lifetimes in Atlantis, Lemuria, where we were high priests and high priestesses, where our magic was utilized to heal the body, to heal the earth, to heal the world, to heal the stars. Atlantis. Let's see what angels want to come through on this. And I love this deck because every single card is a portal. And with this 111 tomorrow is a portal. Is a portal. So let's see what portals we're going to be moving through. Angels of Atlantis. Let's pull a card for the collective, please. Here? Yes. Whoa, there's the dove. When I thought those were doves, they were their swans. There's the dove right there. We have Haniel with hope. With looks like a red ruby. Root chakra, frequency. Earth star chakra, frequency. Grounding in all of the energies and all the wisdom we have gained and anchoring it. Anchoring it in so that we can thrive. We have that hope card, hope, having hope in that everything is happening for a reason. Having hope that your dreams will manifest. Having dreams that your passionate creations will come into fruition. Having hope is also having faith. There we go with that dove, with that prosperity. I love that. Then we have romance with Zafkiel. Romance. Romancing self. Romancing your partner. Finding more time for self-care. I love that this is literally the color of the root chakra here. And then we have solar plexus and sacral chakra here. Mainly sacral, which is all about our sexuality and our sensuality, our creativity. But romancing our projects, right? treating ourselves and our projects with so much love. We should be falling in love with life. We should be falling in love with our projects because we should be nurturing them, right? This is also bringing in like the romance that's coming into your life is beautiful. And if you already have that, focusing more on how you can make that connection stronger within self and with the partner that you have. We have one more card that wants to come through with these beautiful Angels of Atlantis. But also what I'm getting with this romance is many of you probably worked as a priestess in the temples where you were assisting with romance. You were assisting other people with finding romance or connecting with the sexuality and sensuality within self. This is that Tantra energy. Falling in love with self again. Falling in love with self. Romancing self. Ooh. Card out. Quick, too. Ooh, Uriel with abundance. Oh my gosh, friends. Oh my gosh, Uriel with abundance. Look at that tree. And look at this portal. Look at that, like all the purple around it. That's that crown chakra upgrade, but then it kind of looks like a full moon there. Abundance. Abundance in your finances, abundance in your health, abundance in your creations, abundance with finding romance, abundance with everything you are wanting to bring into fruition. Abundance isn't just monetary. Abundance of wisdom. Abundance of courage to start connecting with your gifts and sharing them with the world. But I love the tree here. We grew this tree. We grew this tree. We've collected the abundance, and now we're going to embody it. Embodying it is key. Bottom of the deck, Divine Intelligence with Metatron. With the heart chakra. We have gained all of this intelligent wisdom. Now what? Now what? What are you going to do with this wisdom you've gained? It's not up to spirit. It's up to you. We can ask and call in and manifest all we want, but it's up to us to take action towards it. It is up to us to take the steps forward. You know, we can ask for all the things we want to bring in, and we can hope for it, hope for the prosperity to come in, ground it, anchor it in. But once we get these ideas from our crown chakra, anchoring it into our third eye so we can envision it, anchoring into our throat chakra so that we can actually speak our truth upon it, into our heart space so we can know and feel our love for it, into our solar plexus where we can have the power and the wisdom to share it, in the sacral where we have the divine romance and desire for it, into the root where we ground it and anchor it into the earth, then coming into alignment back up into the crown to where our whole body is lit up in this light body frequency for us to access and share these gifts that our ancestors have given us. Walking in our high priestess journey with courage. Because it's all here. It's all here. We've been connecting with the Akashic records. If we need to go deeper, we know how to. We're connecting with the Christ light for many, many, many lifetimes. Many of the guides who came through in the cards showed us this. Allow this new year, especially this month of January, to be the time where you connect with yourself in a deeper way so that once spring comes, This looks like springtime to me. Once spring comes, the abundance will already have been here by then. It's already here. It's just more so about allowing this last energy to filter out of our body from the 9th year. Which what I've been hearing is that this snake energy is going to be still filtering until about the 1st or 2nd week of February. Which is fine, because that means January is going to be like, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Or the last flesh of skin is still hanging on the tail. This month of January is going to be our month to truly, truly access the deep parts of self. Where is that Akashic Records? The deep parts of self. So that when we step into our power more fully, we are doing it in the most authentic way possible. I love you all so much, and I thank you for taking the time to listen to this reading today. I hope that it spoke to you in ways with clarity and guidance. My readings are not to tell you your future. My readings are not to tell you what to do. I'm only here to give you clarity and confirmation to the information that you already know within. That you've clearly already known for lifetimes within. I am just here to be a messenger from the divine and to you. And I'm honestly so grateful that this is part of my path, is reading these cards for you guys. I love you so much. Have a blessed day. Have a beautiful New Year's. Celebrate with your family. Celebrate with yourself. Get a little romantic if you feel like it. Light some candles. Be with your loved ones. And really just allow yourself to surrender to this last bit of release. I love you. Have a blessed day. Mwah.